NBA 2K18 tutorial number 32. It's gonna be a special one today. What I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna use what I taught you guys in tutorials number 1 all the way to number 31, go online and use it against users. And yes, if you use those online against users, rage quits guaranteed. So I will be putting a heavy emphasis in these games against users in this tutorial on the Handoff, Cutter, Horns, and the death lineup schemes I have showed you guys recently, and they are so deadly. Another rage quit. I will also be teaching you guys how to set these up specifically for online gameplay in terms of the settings and the options and all that. And when you do, once you set it up, windmill update required. No, rage quit required. So to begin, I'm going to show you guys how to set up my online Handoff and Cutter schemes. Just the options and all that. So the emphasis will be on actually all tutorial playlist videos number 23 and number 31 if you want to learn the details. So you're going to pause the game online. This is going to take about 20 seconds. Go to coach settings, make sure it looks like that. Also, you will be using the Raptors playbook from the coaching sliders. Make sure you check that out too. And I will be using the OKC Thunder today because it's the perfect OKC scheme. By default, Russell Westbrook's playbook looks like this. But what you want to change it to is you want to change it and do this. So take out everything else and just give him cutter and handoff plays from the Raptors playbook, okay? And for the point of emphasis, make sure you set the rebounds to crash offensive board if you're using the Thunder because of Adams. And also change it to push the pace for the tempo to help you speed up the offense. And for the freelance, you guys already know, Warriors motion as always. So this scheme and the plays I've showed you guys when I taught it to you guys is on offline footage. It works great, but actually this scheme, it plays and works better in PvP situations against humans. Like I designed these for humans. So here's tutorial number 30, the Horns Death lineup scheme, and you can see I'm running the play cut free Horns rip. I'm bringing it up with Paul George, and I've called it for Jariah Grant, who has cutter plays. So I'm going to feed it to Patterson, hand off to Jariah. You see the user not understanding there's a back pick coming. We got him, tricked him, fooled him. Free ball, swoosh ball. So here's another user who's using the Milwaukee Bucks. We're running the same play. This time it's for Westbrook. We feed it into Adams, hand it off to Westbrook against a human because there's so much congestion in the middle, as you can see here developing. It looks like Westbrook is supposed to do something because it's Westbrook, right? The user panics. But on the weak side, there's a back screen for Paul George. That's trickery right there. That's so much deception that is actually designed to get users. Obviously, if you're watching this play and if you learn it, like you know what's coming. But if a guy doesn't know what's coming, like he's gonna focus on Westbrook here and think it's some sort of Westbrook action. We go to George, he adjusts this because he's human to close it out. But if you close it out, I'm just gonna blow by you. And here we're running it again with our 5-out lineup, this time with Patterson in the center and not Adams, with extra spacing, more shooting. The back pick worked again, the user couldn't catch on. And to close it out, I decided to run it one more time and another time. Hand it off to Westbrook, fake is like a pick and roll, go all the way to the middle, look at wing pick and roll, it's not, we'll kick it to Paul George on the other side, green release, swish ball. And here from tutorial number 5 to tutorial number 26 and 26, so these are my handoff schemes. And you can see me run the play punch 5C, and I've called it for Adams here, but it's designed to have Westbrook to cut. This user, the Minnesota Timberwolves, likes to guard on ball. And at this point, this is the point of no return. This play kills on-ball defense. So right here, if he doesn't switch to Teak, it's too late, and he doesn't, so I hold triangle, flushed in Westbrook like I showed you guys in one of those tutorials, and I finish it up. Because it's Westbrook, he catches it, he finishes over traffic. Here it is again, after a while, like I don't spam play, so this is like in the third quarter. So that was in the first quarter, I think, and this one is the beginning of the second half. I decided to run it again, so this is only the second time I'm running it. He thinks it's a post-up, he's playing that on-ball defense. Once again, this time I backed in the Teak, which is perfect. He's still trying to play that on-ball, he misses the point of no return on the flush, and we flush it over his head. Here's another play from my tutorial number 5 and number 26. This is a give horns flip 1. This is the multiple pass play I showed you guys that lead to a cut. So it's for Paul George. I'm gonna go all the way to the right, make it look like a wing pick and roll. Give it to Jariah Grant, feed it into the post to make it seem like it's a post-up. But look at Paul George here. He's actually running around already into this Patterson back pick. The user is too late to realize what's going on. Feed the needle. Nice pass. An easy finish with George. And give Horns 42 away. Another handoff play from the Raptor playbook from number 25, tutorial number 26. This one is actually the holy grail of this entire scheme. Like, this has worked so well. Out of the double screen, we flush in Westbrook. The user just doesn't really understand. Like, when you take this online, if you guys are watching it, you know obviously it's easy to defend because I've taught the play to you. That doesn't count. You have to imagine a guy that doesn't know this. Like when you don't know this is such a awkward cut from a 2K standpoint. Like if you play someone on 2K, like you never see this cut. I mean, out of a double screen, and the guy out of the double screen is gonna curl around the handler from the back and into the basket. There is no other way to trigger this cut outside of the way that I do it. This is literally my signature cut. Only I do this cut. Well, unless you learn it from me. But only I am able to trigger this cut. Nobody else I've seen does this. And it's super unique. It's so awkward. User defense is just not going to adjust to it correctly the first few times you run it. It just looks super weird from a 2K standpoint. With like double screen, curl around. Like what? And if they do adjust, bring help. I'm going to kick it back to the center who sits right there all the time. Throw it back down. I run money plays, I can make adjustments because people were like, oh, users can make adjustments in Stopper Sam. I can make adjustments too. You make an adjustment, I make an adjustment. And because I always have the advantage of having a better playset, here he cuts it off, but he doesn't know that this play actually breaks into 5-out ISO. So I just 5-out ISO him, which is the hardest thing to guard, and I have Westbrook. And he's already shifted and late from the motion, so it's still really hard. Here is against the Milwaukee Bucks. This user adjusts to it, so I switch it up. So I don't even use the cut. I just bring the ball back up, run the middle pick and roll in 5-out spacing. Adams diving. See? Success. And all these plays work super well against users because you guys need to understand, these plays all start the same in horn formation. Look at this. Every clip here is a different play, but they start off looking exactly like the same damn thing. But they always end up differently. So when you're defending this and you have to have no knowledge of these plays, it's a terrible experience and it works. So here against the Warriors, I faked the shot too with Anthony, so that shot throws him a little bit off with Flash and Westbrook. Windmill throwdown. Ooh, update required. Nah, 24-19. Beautiful. So obviously it's not just about the plays. Here is something that I've showed you guys from tutorial number 11, 23, and 31. This is the pistol action, but this is the pistol action into 5-out pick and fade Warriors motion cuts where I have 5 shooters. So yeah, that's pistol 5-out pick and fade Warriors motion. This is not guardable online. Like, I feel bad running this. So here's another semi-pistol action. I'm running a pick and fade with Patterson. I'm going in there. They cut off the middle. I kick it back to another shooter. Raymond Felton in the trees. Another swish ball. So this one is actually one of my favorite. You need the right lineup for this. So here's another 5-out pick and fade with George and Westbrook. We kick it to the Greens. This guy can really shoot. I was surprised. So there's another free ball. And you can see it here again. We hand the ball off to Patterson, hand it back to George. The pistol action, flowing back to the middle, running a pick and fade. Look at that crossover, shifts them out. They bring help. We kick to Kyle Singler. Bangity, bang, bang, bang. Nope, missed. So that's another thing I wanted to show you guys. Awesome plays, sometimes can lead to bad results. Like, that was my only miss on a clean look. In this Milwaukee game, you can see, I missed a lot of clean looks. So I missed Patterson one here. This is just how online games are, short games. Like, but look at this. Like, I'm running really, really good offense, really good plays. I'm just telling you, like, this is what happened. Look at Portis is wide open here. Like, that's just open. But like, this is gonna happen when you run the plays. So if this happens, just let it go. Trust in your play calling. Trust in the consistency of the plays to get your clean looks, right? I mean, some of these are intended to get you open shots. Look at me, I get another open shot for Paul George in the corner too, from a Westbrook pass who has dimer, but not perfect timing, so I missed it. So, like I said, like this Milwaukee game was crazy. Look at this, like look at all these open shots I had. I missed this too. I think I missed, Paul George missed like, I don't know, 3 of these wide open in the corner. So, don't get frustrated. Trust in your offense. I mean, these are my design, my plays, and I'm running them too. And like, even like, you're gonna miss open shots. That's just basketball. Look at this. I drive over by him, swing it back around. Nothing. So he did good defense here because I was kind of spamming the play for highlight purposes. He caught on, but I run the middle pick and roll. Perfect execution. Wide open. The Greens. Clank. Just, if this happens, let it go, family. It happens. And most importantly, don't forget what I taught you guys in tutorial number 10 and number 31. A very simple Warriors motion cuts freelance. Middle pick and roll between your best handler and your best diving big man. A middle 1-5 pick and roll. It's still the feel, the gasoline that ignites everything else that I do show you guys here. Because I've kind of showed the clips in like where they just play after play after play. But if you look at the clock, like I didn't spam the play like one possession after the other. Most of them are very spread out. And when I'm spreading, throughout the course of the game, my play calling is different. So like I'm running these middle pick and rolls. just to test his hedge defense to work the ball around. At the same time, I'm also running the 5-out pick and fade when the lineup allows for it, which is when I bring in Patterson. But like you see, when a user is dealing with all this is a very, very pressuring offense because of the Warriors motion cuts middle 1-5 pick and roll. If you use this a lot to start an offense, they're just gonna focus really, really hard on Westbrook when he has the ball because they're afraid of this pick and roll because it is very effective. Not effective if you spam it, but if you mix this in with the the cutter, handoff, and the depth lineup schemes, the 5-out horns depth lineup scheme I showed you guys here that I taught you in between tutorials number 23 to all the way to 31, like they're gonna be distracted by Westbrook and Adams. And all those plays I show you uses Adams and Westbrook as a distraction to open shots for Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, right? That's scheming, that's good play calling, that requires good execution because even if you saw earlier, I executed it perfectly, I still miss shots, but that's just the game. But make sure you do it this way, never forget about this middle pick and roll between your 1-man and your 5-man. And just for fun, this is tutorial number 20. You guys know that spin post move I taught you guys. I still do it from time to time. So I mix these in too. So it's also like an ISO with Nick Young. It's Nick Young. I gotta do it. Paul George, beautiful move. And another note, a lot of you guys ask me for rebounding tutorials. Like I can't really make one because it's kind of like a habit and instinct. But offensive rebound is about habit. You see, I get Melo with open shots in the air. It's not even it's kind of almost halfway in the air, but I've already tapped icon. You see the L2 above Adams. I switched to him. So the shot was like 60% in the air, and I'm already switched to Adams and I'm grabbing it. I don't even care if it's a miss or mix. So that's his habit. That's good rebounding. To conclude, all my schemes that I've ever showed you guys are designed to beat and confuse users. Always. Because I use them to play against my buddies, locally. And they're the best. They're some of the best 2K players. You play a whole life with 2K against me, that's just gonna happen. They're deadly, they know my stuff. So I design these to beat users. And I don't like to teach by online footage first. Like I don't like that. I like to teach with offline footage because each full scheme from me, it takes about 4 to 7 videos to explain it properly, and I want to make sure all of you learn it, right? So I will always show you guys online footage after scheme completion. This is the second one of the year, and I've already played Golden State, I don't know, like 20 something times. Like I try to find gameplays that are not Golden State Warriors. I still put it in there though to show you guys because I want you to know it will crush Warriors. It doesn't really matter. It's just I think the previous tutorial, every online footage I show you was the Warriors. I thought it was so hard to run into Bucks. Actually, I've seen more Bucks lately. The Minnesota Timberwolves guy, that was rare, so I had to put that up. Felt bad beating him too. The guy was using Timberwolves. Much respect. But so, anyways, yeah, so I will be teaching you guys another new scheme that is coming up that is even better because for those of you who have been following me closely, you would realize I actually haven't done any pick and roll plays. I've only been doing handoff, cutter, and 3-point plays. So I haven't even shown you guys that nasty pick and roll play offense that I've already been cooking up for you guys. I've been doing a lot of these, Warriors motions, pick and roll, pick and fade, because I want you guys to get, used to the free form of the freelance and attacking with pick and rolls. So I didn't want to teach you guys the pick and roll plays first because I don't want to teach you bad habits. But the pick and roll scheme is coming after this. On Saturday, there's going to be a gorgeous defensive tutorial that I guarantee you guys, I'm going to show you guys my secrets on how to cancel the annoying hip blow-by animation. I cancel those all day, online and offline. And I'll also show you guys a secret way to contest without ever fouling. I'm dead serious. I have a way to contest shots and I never ever foul because of the mechanic of it all. So, as always, hope you enjoyed this. I know you guys love online footage. I love online gameplay too. I love making these online tutorials. It's just to teach the scheme. I need offline footage to show you all the possibilities. And you must watch offline Hall of Fame footage because you need to understand where the AI defense breaks, right? Because when I show it to you, I show you guys where it breaks. My plays are not just vanilla plays. Like if you watch other tutorials, they just show you how to run the branches and follow it. I never do that. You guys know I modify every play I have ever shown you guys. Every play I've ever shown you guys is modified heavily by my style. Like think about that horns 42 away, that handoff, double screen coming out into the handoff where the guy flushes around the other guy's butt and goes to the paint. That's so unique. That has my name written all over it. But I do need to show it to you guys offline because you need to understand where the computer can't handle the play. Like I said earlier to you guys, at the point of no return. Because if you know where the point of no return is for your play set, and you're playing against another user, if he doesn't adjust and become the defender to defend that point of no return, once the AI defender crosses that border, you know it's game over. Like all of these plays I show you guys, there's a point of no return in all of them. Well, some of them have a couple of points of no return because just how they're done. You need to understand where those are. I can only do that for you with offline footage, but I'll show it to you online so you know it works. Of course it works. Like think about how deadly some of these things are. The stupid elbow entry pass into the handoff into the paint that looks like a handoff wing pick and roll and has a weak side back pick going to the corner. Like, ugh. Like, that's a nightmare to deal with. So there you go. Online footage tomorrow still again. For the defensive tutorial to show you guys all the cancel animation tricks that I like to do, and also the unlimited contest that equals to no fouls. So if you enjoyed this, add me a like, please share it. I enjoy making these. So yeah, have a good weekend, and I will see all of you on Saturday with that gorgeous, beautiful defensive tutorial. I'm most proud of it. My favorite one of all time. Like, I love it. Thank you, and yeah, see you tomorrow.